Welcome back to Grammar Grade 9. This is Unit 12, Lesson 94, and it is the very last lesson of our course. We're finishing with something practical you'll use every single day: basic spelling rules. Specifically, how to add endings to words without misspelling them, and how to turn one thing into many. These are the little patterns that make your writing look polished. Let's dig in together one final time. Let's talk about spelling. Here's the good news. Spelling gets easier once you know the patterns. Today we have two jobs. Job 1 is doubling the final consonant when we add an ending. Job 2 is forming plurals the right way, turning one thing into many. That's it. And here's the reassuring part. A handful of rules cover almost every word you'll ever write. So let's take them one at a time. Our first job is doubling the final consonant, and the rule is this: double the final consonant before a vowel suffix. Watch what that means. Take the word stop. We want to add the ending ing. Because stop has one vowel followed by one consonant, we double that consonant and get stopping. One vowel, one consonant. So we double the P. And notice the consonant doubled right at the seam. Here's another. Take run and add ER. Same setup. So we double again and write runner. The rule in a sentence: double when a single vowel meets a single final consonant. Now, longer words add one wrinkle. With longer words, listen for the stress. Say the word begin. The emphasis lands on the second syllable, on gin. Because that last syllable is stressed, we double the N and write beginning. The stress falls on the last syllable, so double. Compare that with travel. Say it out loud. Travel. The emphasis sits on the first syllable, not the last. So the stress is off the last syllable, so keep one L, and we simply write traveling. The takeaway: double only when the last syllable is stressed. On to plurals. Most nouns just add S to become plural. One book becomes two books, quick and painless. But some endings need a little more. Add ES after S, SS, SH, CH, X, or Z. Why? Because those endings already hiss or buzz, and a lone S would be impossible to say. So one box becomes two boxes, and one buzz becomes two buzzes. Notice that the extra E adds a whole spoken syllable. Boxes, buzzes, which is exactly why we need it. Words that end in Y need a quick look first. Words ending in Y depend on the letter before it. Take city. The letter before the Y is a T, a consonant. So we change the Y to I and add ES, giving us cities. Consonant before Y, change Y to I, then add ES. Now take key. Here, the letter before the Y is an E, a vowel. So we leave the Y alone and simply add S, giving us keys. Vowel before Y, simply add S. So always check the letter right before the Y and let it tell you which path to take. Finally, a few endings and words break the pattern. Nouns ending in O or F often shift in surprising ways. One potato becomes potatoes, and one leaf becomes leaves, where the F softens into a V. Many O and F words shift their spelling like that, so keep an eye on them. And a few plurals are simply irregular. They don't follow any rule at all. One child becomes children, and one foot becomes feet. These you learn by heart. one word at a time, and soon they'll feel completely natural. Let's turn all of that into a quick checklist. First, are you adding a vowel suffix? Then check for doubling. One vowel, one consonant, and a stressed last syllable. Second, are you making it plural? Then look at the final letters to decide between S and ES. Third, does the word end in Y, O, F, or FE? Then use its special rule. And keep the irregular plurals in memory, since those never play by the rules. Run through those steps and your spelling will hold up. Let's practice. Time to practice. This first set is all about adding endings and doubling. I'll show you 2 spellings, and you pick the correct one. Say each word aloud and listen for the stress. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Which is right? Runner with 1 N or runner with 2? The word run has a single vowel, U, followed by a single consonant, N. So when we add ER, we double that consonant. The answer is runner. Is it traveling with 2 L's or traveling with 1? Say travel out loud. The stress sits on the first syllable, not the last. Since the last syllable isn't stressed, we keep a single L. The answer is traveling. Is it beginning or beginner? Say begin. The stress lands on that last syllable, and a single vowel sits before a single consonant. Both conditions are met, so we double the N. The answer is beginner. Great work. This second set moves to plurals, turning one into many. Look closely at how each word ends before you choose. Pause and decide before I reveal each answer. What's the plural of city? The letter before the Y is a T, a consonant. So we change the Y to I and add ES. The answer is cities. What's the plural of bush? Bush ends in SH, and words ending in SH take ES rather than a lone S. The answer is bushes. What's the plural of leaf? A word ending in F usually changes the F to a V, so leaf becomes leaves. The answer is leaves. Let's gather up what we learned. When you add a vowel suffix, double the final consonant. Only when a single vowel meets a single consonant and the last syllable is stressed. When you form a plural, add S to most nouns, but reach for ES after S, SS, SH, CH, X, or Z. And when a word ends in Y after a consonant, change the Y to I before ES. Then keep those irregular plurals, like children and feet, tucked safely in memory. And with that, you've reached the end of the Grade 9 grammar journey. Take a moment to feel proud. You worked through every unit, one careful step at a time, and your writing is stronger for all of it. It's been a real pleasure learning alongside you. Keep writing, keep noticing the patterns, and take good care.